All right, all right, all right. You know what it is, man. We back at it like crack addicts, man. This is Unwrap.
Unwrap.
Once again. You know, I got to say this before we even get started. You know, I love my boy, but he, you know, I want to apologize to all of our people and listeners out there that probably wanted to tune in and hear what we were going to talk about with Diz. But Diz hit me on Thursday, knowing damn well the show on Friday, saying he wasn't able to do it. So we had to double back. We had to dig in our pockets. We had to find somebody worthy enough to be on the show. Okay, we're going to get into that for a second. But once again, I want to apologize to the people out there that listen to us, follow us, do all that kind of shit. But you know who I am. I am your man, Heat Detector. You know what I'm saying? The resident antagonist, you know, on this illustrious show that we have.
That he is.
And you are?
I am Najvino.
You are Najvino.
I am.
The most illustrious and understated co-host on the planet.
Illustrious.
Now, before we go forward, I just want to say we can't forget the engineer.
We cannot.
Last time we almost pushed right on ahead without even saying shit.
Yeah, we fucked up.
That bootlegging ass motherfucker said, "Hey, whoa. Get me." So, oh yeah. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce?
So, pardon body for last time. I'm not even sure how to introduce the engineer because technically we don't really know shit about him.
Sure the fuck don't.
You know, I mean,
but his ass be here. He be hacked in.
Yeah.
Every Friday.
Yeah. You know what? So so I guess he's like Allstate. We in good hands around this bitch because he always here when we need him.
Some kind of insurance,
man.
All right. So tonight, you might not know this man, but I know this man. A lot of people know this man, and I got to say this before we even bring him in. Before I even say who he is. He is probably one of the most outspoken people in the game that I've ever met. I'm talking about you think I have no filter? This dude is straight gasoline, straight to the engine, no fuel filter, no air filter, no filter. You're getting straight gas. You understand what I'm saying? Straight gas. And I even asked him before we go on, I said, bro, do you think we can keep it, you know? I didn't want to say the crazy because, you know, he might be Kanye's broke little brother. And I don't mean he broke. I just mean Kanye got $11 billion. So everybody broke to Kanye. But I'm just saying he be saying some shit. And if you read between the lines, sometimes them lines is like all caps. You know what I'm saying? Capital letters. And you go, oh, yeah, he right. Other times it'd be lowercase.
It usually be something to the ones that they say is crazy.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's get a warm round of applause to my mans. Known in Chicago, known in Atlanta, known all over the United States. Sinister BEATZ.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? I still got that chain from Asia, whatever name is. Check my Diamonds video. Thanks for the 20-some million views. Still got my chain. How many people's talking about, hey, we gonna rub Sinister? Thank you. Okay. I went to a bank and all that. They said, what's up?
So how did you feel about that intro for you?
Hey, I felt good about that. That's pretty true. I mean, you got to see it for yourself. That's all I say. You know, a lot of people just talking. They live with their mama. I'm all action, baby. I'm Mr. Outside. I'm everywhere. I do that thing.
All right.
I'm on the blunt right now. I got to get it in. Shit, we got to be all action here like a movie. But that's real life. I seen so much shit. It must be like a movie to me. That's why I don't have no filter.
So what do you think about? How do you were here and you also have been in Atlanta. So what do you think about this big fucking shadow of Chicago? Like it seems like everybody that's from here they just can't be who they destined to be as long as they're here.
Well, the thing about Chicago is this, it's this jealousy, it's this whole backdooring, it's this animosity towards people succeeding, and it's not just that. Let's keep it real. In the industry, there's a lot of people that live with their mama, so they really afraid to leave the nest. They really afraid to head out of Chicago and stay there for a few months, a few years. That's what you got to do. The people that really succeed don't leave Chicago and come back 6 months later, 3 months later. I was just in Atlanta. No, you wasn't. That's a vacation, bro. you wasn't doing shit. It's like, that's why I tell people, if you really want it, you gotta get cultured. So you can't stay on your same block. You can't stay in the same neighborhood. You can't stay in the same city, and all of a sudden you're gonna blow up because you don't know how the world works. You don't know how the states work. You don't know how the environment in different areas work. So you don't have none of that in your music. That's why people don't go nowhere. This ain't the 80s or the 90s sound like Cool G rap and shit. Man, we evolving, bro. People got melodies and shit. Stop trying to sound like da 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 da. I told people that. Sickle Mob, when I told them that, they blew up. They listened to me, Trav, and them. They was 15 when we had that interview in my father's crib in Humble Park, where you had to check in just to come to my hood. Everybody knew that. I'm big, Vice Lord. I'm good. Like, but anyway, they gonna tell you. I had this meeting with everybody. I said, you gonna rap for your block, 15th to Christiana, or you gonna rap for the world? You know, you gotta make that choice. You trying to sell records to your block, or you trying to sell records to the world? And that was the whole thing I had. And I let them hear some shit, you know, that I did with reggae artists, some shit that I did myself that was auto-tuned, you know, like Raga, Soca, and all that, some worldwide shit. Because you don't have to learn everything from your damn block. And people don't get that. It's like, so I'm fucking with people from all over the world already. Soca, that Rebel Roots, worldwide, world-renowned reggae artist, Beanie Man's cousin, Jay Murder, rest in peace. His father, basically Marvin Gaye him, basically killed him. And I'm just saying some real shit. Like, we used to go uptown with the murderers and all that. Everything. But since way back when I was little, all that. You gotta like get around. A lot of people in Chicago are set by set and hood by hood. I'm from 63rd. No, they not. If you look at the real picture, them motherfuckers went everywhere they had to be, but they didn't stay there. They came back. That's why they lost their deals. That's why they fell off. Because you gotta commit, bro. And a lot of people don't do that. They don't commit. So they don't make it because they have a one-dimensional sound. They can't talk about experiences beyond their block. And people don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear how to overcome that shit. And by getting around and actually getting out of that, you build hope. You get the hope to overcome it. It gives you hope. Other than that, you're spreading hopelessness, and people don't buy into that. That's the devil.
Okay, but what did you say? What did you say that a lot of times, in order for somebody to get out of the hood or do whatever, that's a means to the end. You know what I mean? That's
you
like,
tell yourself, you gotta tell yourself when it's time to go, because I've seen too many people that didn't turn it off and they got killed because they was doing their thing, but they didn't turn off that switch. They didn't determine, well, now I want to take it to another level because this life ain't gonna last forever.
And so it's bigger than just leaving. When you leave, like you like you got your state of mind and your whole shit, like
everything. Your whole state of mind has to change. The moment you make that decision, it becomes a state of mind. It's Lordism in the fact. That's why I'm a Vice Lord, and this is what we teach all the time: is the progression and evolving. It's Lordism. You got to learn to do that and be comfortable with that, and be like, look, I'm gonna take it to another level, and I'm cool with that because that's just how life be. And some people be afraid to do that. So they don't. Mama's boys, they don't do shit for themselves till they're 18. And they're 18, 20 years old. They're afraid to even be a man when they're 30.
All right. So with that being said, for those who don't know, tell the people where you originally from. Where was you born and raised?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not no punk. I was born in Antioch, Illinois, but we lived in a goddamn home that you can only live in during the summer. It was like a shanty home, for real. I must have lived like a Haitian when I was a little kid. Bro, real talk. I lived in one of them 10 real fast shanty-ass summer homes, bro. Real talk. All year round. We had to leave because there was sewage in the floor. We couldn't live in there anymore because there was sewage in the floor.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to give people perspective.
I was walking around on gravel roads barefoot, like a fucking Haitian, bro, barefoot on gravel roads.
Bro. How
long did that last?
I was 5, 4.5. I moved to Chicago 2 weeks before my 5th birthday, and we was on the street pretty much from day one.
But the reason I say that, Okay, slow down, Killer. The reason I say that, and I'm trying to give people perspective, because somebody might be watching this and like, who in the fuck is this white dude talking crazy and saying all this shit and trying to sound like he's black or this and this and that. I want people to get perspective of who you are. You don't just talk this shit, you walk this shit.
My father is Lebanese. He's a prophet. My mom and my stepfather was a Black Panther. I met my stepfather when I was 7 years old. My stepfather been in my life since I was 7 years old till he died when I was almost 30. My stepfather's name was Winfred Doherty. He was a Black Panther. He met my mom through my dad putting him on public aid. Because when my dad left out the crib, my mom had already started fucking with him because somehow he walked in. He met my dad, or so I guess he was fucking my mom already. And my stepfather, bad motherfucker. He walked up to my dad like, yeah, what's up? I need public aid. And my dad was basically afraid of his ass because my stepfather was like 6'7", 280 pounds. And see, he came in my life when I was 7. But by that time, I had already racked up a gang of felonies and shit. I was wilding because, you know, we didn't give a fuck. Our parents said, just get out and do whatever. I was like, okay, cool. Like, we figured out.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to give people
popping parking meters. One time I robbed a course when I was 7 years old. The dude dropped the access card in that bitch. So I picked it up and I took out a gang of bills and I took out a gang of blank checks and shit. And then somebody said, hey, yeah, when I was in the actual offices right next to the bank, the back offices. And they like, hey, what's this kid doing in here? And as soon as they said that, I heard that shit and I ran. I tried to run down the stairs. They grabbed my ass and I threw all that shit in the street. And I threw some of it in the garbage can and they grabbed me. And I got away somehow and I came back and they had my brother hemmed up. They had my brother hemmed up to him and he was crying like a bitch. And I was laughing and shit. I couldn't laugh. I was laughing so hard I almost broke my ribs, bro. That shit was too funny.
So the reason why I'd asked you that question, and that was a great little story too. It's because, you know, I know how people may look at you, and can you expound on that? Like, once you got it, first, there's two-part question.
We didn't have my parents was like broke. My mom and dad,
I know, okay. What I'm saying is, how did you get into music? How did you get into music?
I've been doing music since a baby, since that time. And what got me into music was just ever since I was a baby, I was like reading and writing music and shit. And my brother one time was joking and he's like, I want to start a band. But I had already said, I'm finna do this shit. So when I was in the group homes and shit for doing all the crazy shit I did, I was doing nothing. It was like prison. So I was taking lessons. I was learning drums and shit just because I had nothing to do. So I was doing that shit.
The second part to that question, okay, so we understand how you got into music.
When I got out, I was fucking freestyling, battling everybody.
How old were you when you went to the first group home? How old were you when you went to the first group home?
I was like 12 when I 11, 12 when I went to the foster home. I went to Mercedes crib on 8813 Southwood. That's what I first started getting exposed to. Like, I was exposed to that before that. My stepfather was playing Luther Vandross, do all kinds of shit. Had Black Panthers coming in and out of the crib, pimps coming in and out the crib. Like, we was in the hood, and I was already listening to rap through my brothers and shit. So we in the group home, and I was already slanging by then, before then. So I was slanging in there, listening to rap, listening to GCI, but we on the south side. We even had our own little freaking group. It was funny as hell. Where we used to try to get females doing Jodeci songs and shit. I was the only dude, my complexion in the whole group. It was so hilarious.
Right. So that was the other part to my question. Once you got into the rap game and you started,
when I came back out the group home, I was throwing in the same bullshit. So I just went back to what I know. I went to 88th and Wood. I went to 87th Wood. I started chilling on the south side. I started battling on the south side. One time I got into a battle at a bathroom on 82nd and Ellis, and I met this manager named Zest at Zest Fest, some dude who works with clubs at Red No 5 and shit, and GCI and all that. And I was battling these dudes in the bathroom, and they tried to get me in the bathroom, tried to jump me. I pulled out a dumbass knife like this. I said, you could play this fucking game and think what you think, but I'm going to stab you in the stomach, have you rolling like a tank. Them motherfuckers freaked out. They tried to lock me in the bathroom. I was going to stab their ass up, boy. They opened that door. They was scared as hell. They opened that door. That knife was like big as hell. Crocodile Dundee looking folding ass knife with a saw on it, bro. I meant business, bro. And the manager opened the door and he's like, let him out. And bro, I was freestyling everywhere, fearless as hell. I didn't get no fuck. So I was making connections. What do
you think gave you that fearlessness, like to not give a fuck besides the streets?
I mean,
because
it's just life. Life. I was always like that. When I was on the South Side, I was always like that. Even they always say you gotta have heart, bro. We be in shootings, fights, all that shit. You gotta have heart, bro. Like nothing. If it was just the life we lived, it was the life we lived.
Right. But what I'm saying is, you know, not everybody's built.
Shit, we was doing that shit. Hold on.
Time out. What I'm saying is, not everybody's built the same. So like, you could have all that heart and shit.
But then when you have no choice, you become used to it. I've been doing this so long, I became like used to it, you know, desensitized. It don't matter no more. I do what the fuck I gotta do. I turn my shit off. All my emotions and everything go to hell. You know, I'm gonna leave that shit to the side and do what I gotta do. That's it. Would you say that was troublesome in your career?
No,
I mean to an extent, but I mean at the same time it got me the connections that I got. You know, and I kind of, you know, it got me that far because I was in the hood and that's how I met these people that I met. I was on 503 West 79th. Now, if I was not fearless walking on 79th Street like it wasn't shit, because that was my old hood, I wouldn't have met Herb Brasco, No ID, Kanye West, Shauna and Tifa from Infamous Syndicate, the Trendsetters, you know, fucking Nation Business, the original ones, like all the major
Chicago
DJs,
royalty, the whole goddamn list.
You naming us.
You fucking legendary tracks. Gemini from Men at Large.
Real motherfucking names.
Kanye West, Shaka Zulu, Tifa, Shauna, Infamous Syndicate, when they was together rapping. Fuck all these people. Like I met these people because I was fearless. Because I would go in the hood and I would go where I was at and I met them through that. And some of them I had known in school when I was in Foster Park. See, I had a reputation because when I was in Foster Park, I was walking through the Foster Park and these girls were double dutching and shit. And they said, look at that. It's another honky. We got a honky in our school. So I pulled a gun out my bag. So I pulled a gun out my bag and I said, do I look like a honky now? And they was like, oh my God. They started running. So I was on the news for getting kicked out of Foster Park for bringing a gun to school. I wasn't going to shoot nobody. I was just flashing the bitch. I was like, do I look like a honky now?
I got a question about like discipline and correction, because you mentioned your stepfather was a Black Panther, and you know that's shit. That equals discipline and correction and
that is correct.
Ability and all that.
Also equals knowledge. You know, I had a different level. I was what they called the secret weapon. I had a little less discretion because they knew that the circles that I was in, people would try me every single day. So I had to be ready. I had to be lit. I had to be militant. So my father would beat me until I didn't cry for 5 minutes. And if I cried in those 5 minutes, he ain't gonna stop. So you gotta make a choice. You gotta learn how to toughen up. My stepfather built me to be a warrior, built me to be a king, built me to have the knowledge, built me to face east. We don't get away. We get switches. We get real whoopings. 5 minutes, you don't cry for 5 minutes, then I'm gonna let you go. This is tough love that I grew up in. I didn't grow up in no punk shit. Fought me like a man. One time I was coming home, 10 people tried to jump me outside my crib. I came home, my stepfather came to the door, opened it up, had a plate of food and everything, said, look at this food, right? I say, man, I'm hungry as hell. He said, smells good, right? I said, yeah. He said, it looks good, right? I took a long time and put a lot of love cooking in that. I said, damn, bro, what the fuck? He said, well, if you want it, you need to take care of that. So he gave me I said, man, give me something. Give me a bat. Give me a broomstick. Give me something. He said, because if you want to eat, you got to handle that. And that was how I grew up. Like
now, some would say by looking at you, that might be a little falsity there. And I'm not questioning.
Before you ask that, in hindsight, with what you just said about your upbringing,
My stepfather used to tell me like this, bro. There's a way that a motherfucker gotta learn, and you gotta teach them through fear. You gotta teach them through respect. Now, if motherfucker ain't gonna respect you, they gotta fear you. And if they gotta fear you, then it's violence all the way and all day. We ride till the wheels fall off, and if they die in the middle of it, that's just the art of war.
Right.
Now, do you feel when you look back on yourself as a kid,
look them in their eyes? That's my point. You better.
When you look back on yourself growing up, do you feel like, in hindsight, do you feel sorry for yourself? Like,
why should I feel sorry for myself? I wasn't raised to feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for myself because I survived because of who I am.
Okay,
my tribulations, all this shit I've been through is because of who I am. It ain't because I don't feel sorry. I'm proud.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
I feel sorry for my weak ass brothers who was scared of my stepfather and grew up around my mother and got to be soft. I was around my father in Uptown in the hood for real. I was all over the place. I was in the South Side. I was in Uptown. I was in the West Side, Humble Park.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, bro.
Sorry for my weak ass brothers. That's who I feel sorry for, because they ain't ready when shit hit the fan.
Okay, so with all that being said, and I know now trust me, I ain't trying to poke at the bear right now. You know what I'm saying? But
say what you will.
Yeah, of course, I'm gonna say it anyways. But I just out of curiosity, because I know who you are, but just out of curiosity, like, I know there's been moments where people question the authenticity, the authenticity of like your vernacular, your voice, and how you say things and how you carry yourself, and maybe they might look at it as an act, and maybe he trying to act like a nigga. Maybe they called you a wigger. Maybe they said all kinds of things to you. What are some of the things? What are some of the things that you had to overcome within that, without like overly showing that you were down ass motherfucker?
Well, I mean, I've had to rob people, not by, just became used to it, because I don't got no money to eat, I ain't gonna starve. Shit, if I got shoplift to rob, I gotta do whatever I gotta do. I got used to that. I was on food stamps and shit. Sometimes we didn't have that shit. I was 72 pounds at 13 years old. I was motherfuckers. I couldn't fight nobody. I was too small. The fuck. And then when I got older, I would play little Jehovah's Witness, and I walk around with packs on me, dressed up with a little tie in the shirt and a fake ass little black badge. I took a little white out, scribbled on it. They thought I was really one of them motherfuckers. I was like, I had to do slick shit. Like, I didn't have no money growing up. And then when I went to jobs, they said, man, you don't sound white enough. We can't hire you. Or, oh, you a race trader. Or, oh, we can't pay you.
Not knowing that this is your true authentic self. With them not knowing this is your true authentic self. I know, because I've talked to you multiple occasions.
I don't switch up.
And you ain't backslid. You have not flip-flop. You have nothing. So I know you as who you are.
But you gotta understand, I don't switch up on nobody, not even under pressure.
What I'm asking you is has there been people in your life today, or even in the past, that still think that you flip-flopping and shit, and that this ain't really you?
Not really. I mean, only the fake people, because, like, I'm gonna keep it real. When I went to Bankhead, I went to hoods. I mean, my ex dumb as hell. Like, oh, don't go to the hood. They're gonna fuck you up. You don't know. It's like trying to undercover racist me. I'm like, okay, do your thing. Do your thing. I went over to Bankhead by myself, jewelry out, Gucci belt, went dressed my Sunday best, put my red Jordans on and all that. And got off in Bankhead, walked around, chill with everybody, and it ain't shit. They like, what's up? What's up, OG? Real recognize real, bro. That's all it is. What's up, OG? Yeah. I went over there by Hamilton Homes, by the station. Come on, I used to work at the Dollar Tree as a manager by Hamilton Homes in Bankhead, across the street from the station. Them people's talking about, these racist good ladies talking about they gonna shoot me. I went outside in the middle of the parking lot. I said, where you at? I said, you gonna shoot me? Do something. I walked 2 minutes away from the store. It's a big ass parking lot. Walked in the middle of the parking lot, dark outside, Bankhead. What's up? You gonna shoot me? They got scared. They called the police, my other managers. I'm like, why you gotta do all that? I ain't scared of these bitch ass motherfuckers. Man, I walk home that same.
You don't know who you talking to, because he got. And I ain't saying this is an act. I trust and believe. I'm just saying, if you close your eyes, That's a whole nigga right there. Because like he got the South Side accent. He got it all. He got wordplay. He got everything. That nigga said his Sunday best. White people don't say that.
Come
you
on,
know what I'm
man.
saying? That's some whole nigga shit right there. Man, you got your black card?
I be trying to tell people they don't understand. I be cooling and fooling. I be like, I get into action like Freddie Jackson III. I don't play around.
Well, I want to say thank you, man, for coming on the show, man. Because we had somebody, that was supposed to be on, and you came in like a pinch hitter, boy, and hit a home run.
You did.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, I can't do nothing but be myself. People keep seeing me time and time again. I'm just the same old person. I've come on, 43 years old. I ain't never switch up. I'm still waiting. I say Vice Lord all day on Facebook. All I get is love. I say I'm a Canaanite Moabite Moor. I say all my shit. All I get is love. Because you know what? 1 is the door. 2 is creation. 3 is mankind. 4 is the foundation. 5 is manifestation. 6 the helix, the king, the builder. You know, all of that beautiful stuff. The Pentagon.
Man, get that man.
You know, 7 is God, Mother, Father, Son, Daughter, Man, Woman, Child. 8 is 9 is I try not to hurt nobody. But I know what I'm talking about.
It's tough. It's I ain't saying it's tough.
On say,
but in this case, to listen to an individual like this, it's a little tough. Like you're like,
no, you know, real deal. They don't understand.
A lot of motherfuckers don't have that type of game, or let me put it this way: not only do they not have the game, they just have shit memorized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's easy to memorize some shit, but clearly he didn't just memorize it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit. See, I got something on my hand I still got my hand. They cut this thing off if you don't earn it. You don't deserve it. It's real shit. They'll take your hand, put it on the table, chop it right off. You gotta earn that shit. That's real.
That sounds fucking terrible.
No, it sounds like life. It sounds like don't be a fraud. Don't say bullshit, and no bullshit won't come back to you. It's simple as that. If you really who you say you are, you ain't gotta really worry. I go through hardship, but I'm still alive, right? Ain't nobody coming to kill me.
I had a conversation with you this morning, and I thought this conversation that I had with you was fucking. You hit on something that was not only like, to me, I found it funny as hell, but it really made me think. Because you said all these rappers be living at home, right, with their mama, and then you said they must be eating their mama's pussy or fucking her, because there's no way that a grown ass woman would let a grown ass man lay up and do nothing.
Thank you. That's what I said, and I said it, and I stand on that. Because how the fuck is anyone in their right mind gonna stand there and let another grown ass person? I don't give a fuck if it's your own son. How they gonna let you just stand and do nothing all day? I don't understand that. I'm not from that. If I was do that shit, I'm gonna get my ass beat. Ain't shit happening around this bitch. My father had me living in his building like a tenant. I had to tiptoe and walk outside and avoid his ass. You know, the only reason why he let me be is because I had that motherfucking pull in the hood. So he knew to leave me the fuck alone because I'm a different breed. But my whole thing is I didn't have that getaway. I had to talk to my father like a motherfucker, like he was somebody from the street. Like, what's up, motherfucker? Don't fucking talk to me like that. I'm gonna fuck you up. Come at me like, man, me and my father every day. Bitch, what? But when he was in a different mind, he give me his knowledge. Teach me some real shit. And that's how we connect on some philosophical shit. Like, I'm on some real shit. I'm from the bloodline of Cobra. And I'm the chosen one from my generation. Because
one might think, one might think, bro, listen. We got to have a give and take here. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
But one might think by looking at you and by listening to you that, I don't know, you know, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm posing the question.
I've overcome that many times. It's really what you know. It's not what a person thinks. It's what a person knows. See, I ain't like the average. I actually know shit. And I'm from shit. I've seen shit. I got stories. I talk about shit. I'm really from it. Right. Like, you can tell by the way I move, the way I talk, the way I look. Like, people really don't understand that shit. I son a motherfucker real quick. I do walk by jokes. I be like, bro, you need to get your act right, son. Huh? Be like, what? I'm not afraid of you. What? They just find out. Like,
I just so we're clear to other people, you don't mean, or maybe you do, because I found the shit hilarious, and I don't really want to say everything else you said because that's up to you to say it. But you don't literally mean, because you said, but you did, but like you said some shit, but then you double back, not double back in a bad way. He said, but think about it. That is some off the wall, crazy, sexual kind of thoughts.
Some slow shady.
Because my brother had,
but I mean, you know, but like, you really do. That is kind of fucked up. Like you let your grown ass son be stagnant at the crib and doing shit.
Several instances of it. You have to be open minded because I've seen some shit. I've seen a show on TV where a mother was actually having sex with her daughter, showing with her naked, everything. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these people?
It's a YouTube show called
relationship with my mother.
You haven't seen it yet, but
my brother had a weird relationship with my mother, an Oedipus complex. My brother did, and when she betrayed him, it fucked him up permanently. Because my brother had a real Oedipus complex. He has a baby mama that looks exactly like my mother. Only difference is his baby mama got titties. That's it. They twins. If my mom got breast implants, they gonna be my brother's baby mama. That's it. Twins. Boom. I don't have to lie. Keep it 1,000. I know what life is like.
Nobody's saying you was lying. I was just, bro. All I was doing was trying to put
weird shit. They think they really getting over, but they on some weird ass shit. And I can tell because y'all be acting all weird around your homies with your pants hanging off your balls and shit. I ain't comfortable around no other man with none of that shit. No. Get the fuck away from me, bro. I ain't on Santa sit on my lap day type of shit. Get the fuck out of here, Holy Christmas. Get your Christian ass, religious ass the fuck away from me on that weird ass touch a boy priest type shit. No, we good.
My brother needs a hug.
I don't do that down no shit. I'm good.
No, he good. He good.
Thank you. I hug myself. Oh.
There you go.
Oh, I feel so good. Yeah.
Hey.
Praise Elohim Allah. Fuck
hey,
you.
Yo, so let me ask you this. What would you say was or if you hit the pinnacle of your success?
Well, I mean, I really haven't, because I mean, I still keep going. I mean, I've engineered a lot of shit that I didn't get credit for. I had given a lot of ideas to the industry that I didn't get credit for, but
that happens a lot.
I define my success in a higher standard because I spread knowledge that can't be given on YouTube or any other bullshit for most people. So I say things that change people's lives. I've changed people's lives. I've brought people out of poverty. I've saved people from certain death in the streets. I've turned people into millionaires. I've been a millionaire. I'm still going. Success don't stop because I have my life is still here. I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, there's more coming. I mean, that's the way I look at it. It don't matter when and how. I just got to stop defeating myself and believing all this bullshit because I be going through it because I'm a human being. And I think sometimes all the shit I've done sometimes is coming back to me. But God also understands I had to do what I had to do. I didn't have a choice.
That shit reminds me. It reminds me of one time you went live on Instagram and I was like, yo, my man's is, I was nervous for you because I was like, my man's is about to have a fucking nervous breakdown. But the more I got to know you, the more that wasn't a nervous breakdown. That wasn't shit. That was you telling them motherfuckers, y'all, I'm tired of y'all bullshit when you was in the store and you was just started kicking shit over, knocking on everything off the thing. But see, what I did was what a lot of people did. They looked at what you were doing and not what you were saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You were pissed. Yeah, could you have handled it differently? Probably. But you handled it like Sinister BEATZ would handle it.
I handled it like I was sick and tired of being sick and tired because I had already put up with so much. I have for how long? I maybe 4 or 5 months.
He walking out saying, and the manager did this, blah, knocked down a whole row of shit.
I have emails that prove I was supposed to be a manager and get my own store in November. They fucked me out of that on some racist ass shit. I have emails to prove that I was supposed to get a store in November. I got an EEOC case open and pending against them right now. I have emails proving that I was supposed to get a promotion on November the 6th and get my own store. I was supposed to go to a training program, do 4 weeks in November. They blocked me out of that for no fucking reason. Just to be dicks. And I was training managers how to be managers. I wasn't getting paid shit to fucking be a district manager. Rotating around stores, being a manager like 7-8 different fucking stores. Shit, being the best manager they ever had, according to everybody I was working with.
Okay.
Shit, they didn't want to give me shit. Fuck y'all. They treat me like a slave during Christmas because I was a Muslim, and they figured I don't have to work because I'm not a Christian. So what do you expect? I'm working 7 days a week, double shifts, every single week on Christmas time.
He talking that shit. But
6, 7 o'clock, I'm a Muslim, and they trying to stay in the store.
That's what Kanye do. So
Christmas not go there. Eve. Christmas Eve. I just want to chill like everybody else and have a good time.
I don't know what training that is, but
y'all don't know what racism is. I've been through it, bro.
I mean, he just is real shit though.
My name is Mikhail Arvan Corel. Mikhail Arvan Corel. Like that's my real name.
Right.
Mikhail Arvan Corel. That's my real name. I'm a real Muslim. I'm a real Canaanite. I'm not a fake Canaanite. They know by looking at my name. I got the last name Cora, the middle name Arvan. That don't sound European. God damn.
Okay, damn.
Like I try to tell people, I face shit because of that. I face shit at work because of that shit. Motherfuckers act like I ain't got to go home during Christmas Eve. I got sick and tired of the job. Fuck it with me. Fuck it with me. Treat me like a bitch. Trying to treat me like a bitch. Having me do 2 trucks a week, damn near every week by myself for almost 2 months. Treat me like a bitch.
Shit on the motherfucking trucks.
Doing 2 trucks by myself, 1,500 packages each truck, and then having to close the store sometimes and get shit from everybody because I had the store closed 6, 7, 8 hours because I had to take a fucking vendor, fucking do the scheduling, the payroll, take a truck. Fuck you, man. These people are crazy as shit. Fucking train assistant managers, fucking do the scheduling, the payroll, the fucking vendors and shit, update the fucking logs and shit, do ordering. And get a truck by my goddamn self.
All right, let's double back. Let's double back and get back
fuck
to the music.
Right? That's how they treat people in the land. Like, fuck you, we gonna scam you. I'm like, fuck you too. I'm SINISTER BEATZ, bitch. Don't play with me, bitch. Dope boy jumping on the Dollar Tree counter. Dope boy jumping on the Dollar Tree counter, bitch.
Yeah. Pump the brakes right quick, bro.
Hey.
Real quick, like.
Hey, SINISTER. How old were you when you made your first beat?
Shit, I'm not gonna lie. I was like maybe 18, 19 because I was a rapper. And then one day my guy said, look, you should be a producer. You should start doing that shit. So I started fucking around with it. My guy had an RM1X. I started playing keyboards for Kanye West and shit. I was playing.
You remember your first rhyme?
My first rhyme? God damn, I was young as shit. I don't remember that shit. That shit was corny.
Come on now. You remember that shit.
It was on some cool, like, yo, I'm Michael Corn. I came from the shot. I don't really give a fuck. I'm gonna put one in your eye, like some bullshit like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, LL Cool J type / Ice-T type shit. Like, I came from the city and I really get down. I don't really give a fuck. I'll put a gun up in your mouth. Like, they be like, damn, son. I saw your mama and I put something in the bitch up in her house. Saw your daddy talking shit and I taped his fucking mouth. Have him sitting in the closet, show this bitch what I'm about. Now I'm fucking around fucking with your fucking spouse. Damn. Daddy's tied up in this shit. Damn. Look at you acting like a bitch. Damn. I be fucking her and the kids. Wait.
Can we get just all right.
Wait, I don't have it with me, bro. I gotta ask for it back. Motherfucker got my scale. Fucking scale ass motherfucker. Scaling my scale. Fuck you, me. I be on that shit.
Oh my god. All right. So damn. You fucked me up
I'll
with that
be
one
in
right
the
there.
city where I get it if I got to. People want to
Did you
know
ever-
fuck it.
did you
Is it
ever
really
get
shot? Damn.
Did you ever get people looking at you like, is this? Because I can imagine you know, back in the day, and motherfuckers that didn't know you, maybe you battling, rapping and shit. They're like, who is this white boy saying I'm gonna put duct tape in your mouth and all of this shit? Did you ever get any flack for any of that shit, or like?
I mean, we had a riot up in Waveland Bowl, but we ran like 10 people over.
Everybody had a riot at Waveland Bowl. Goddamn shit,
We had a riot and we ran down like 3 or 4 or 5 people, ran them over in a fucking van. And we ran to Grant Hospital because they beat my guy up real bad.
I don't know why that shit ain't
threw him in the back. And we drove to Grant Hospital running red lights and shit. It was a black van and we was on
I don't want motherfuckers thinking we on some Vlad TV shit.
You ever been to Waveland Bowl? Since you been here?
Yes, I've been when I first got here.
Grayson Western.
And listen,
Grayson Western.
Yeah,
you got that bitch shut down. Somebody was talking about going to the trunk and get a pistol.
And
we beat his ass with a crowbar like 15, 20 times. He went to God's people. We ran some bitches over.
Allegedly.
Hey, it was on the news, bro. Go look it up. It was on the news.
No, I'm cool on that.
It was on the news. Waveland Bowl.
I mean,
it was on the news. Waveland Bowl, 1998, bro. Right before, 1998 Waveland Bowl. It was on the news, bro.
Junior, shit, I actually might have been there when that shit happened. Right? On the real, seriously.
Wow.
That we had to stop going there for a minute.
Yeah, so with all I know.
We was driving through the lights. They had like 10, 15 cars come up in that bitch. We was wilding, bro. We had a riot up in that shit for real. The world's biggest riot. That shit was on the news for real. We had the biggest Waveland Bowl riot in history. That shit was in the news, bro, in 1998.
That's why
that shit was wild.
Let me just throw this in there in the mix real quick. If you ever look at how, and because I talk shit about this shit all the time, in the hood, like even if it's a grocery store in the hood, the parking lot is not engineered right.
We fuck people up. We got through there on the side. We got through there on the side. There was a lady.
One lane goes this way. One lane goes this way.
We ran ass over trying to get out that bitch, trying to get my guy out the door.
Yeah, because they don't want you out that jam. Like I really believe that, like it's engineered that way. So
we got out the side. There was a back parking lot and a side entrance.
What I'm saying is, in urban neighborhoods, when if they put a Jewel Osco in that motherfucker, they make it almost impossible to just get out that motherfucker.
But we got out that bitch.
And they be putting
the lady over, got his ass out.
It's not practical.
They was beating the shit out of our guy in the lobby. We got his ass out the lobby.
But I low key, I've always thought about this shit. It's funny that we're talking about this now as a grown ass woman. The first time I ever went there, it was before they remodeled it. But after they remodeled it, so they have all these rules because niggas was the ones that was going there, but it's not necessarily in the nigga neighborhood,
right?
So it's like
they engineer that motherfucker,
but it's like the parking lot make it seem like you can't do shit in that bitch. No loud music, no cursing, no talking, don't breathe, don't do shit. But like, I mean, what the fuck? It's the only bowling alley that's close to either side of town. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of high schools around it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna go,
right?
But it was so fucking dangerous. And every time I ride past it, I just think to myself, like, I don't see how that motherfucker.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna ask this question.
That shit was so funny. We had a ride up in that bitch. I was battle rapping somebody, and they got mad.
I don't want any niggas in here getting and feeling some type of way what I'm about to say. That includes this nigga right here.
Okay.
Why do black people like bowling so goddamn much? It's shit boring as shit.
I just said earlier I wanted to go bowling. I swear to God, like 6 hours. It's zen as fuck though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's like it's one of the things I can't explain. It's just like talking in movies. It's just
Yabba type shit. I don't know. I don't fucking get it. Yabba dabba do type shit. Meet the Flintstones. Fuck man. Come on, meet the Flintstones. I'm all rocking. I like the music. The
music was cool. You know what I'm saying? The atmosphere, the little lights and shit. Right. So it was a vibe, I guess.
So what's next for Sinister BEATZ?
Battle rapping. Shit, I was battle rapping. While they was trying
in 2022. In 2022, what's next for Sinister BEATZ?
Shit, I was I'm gonna be working on some new shit real soon. Like I said, right now I'm just working on some websites. I can go to SINISTERBEATZ.com and shit. I got beats and shit available. I'm working on new shit soon, and right now I've just been working my day job, just trying to get through that. And then once I stack some bread, I'm finna be doing other shit. But we gonna see. Right now I'm driving that Benz. I'm trying to do all right shit. Fucking just doing things, shit, you know, stacking my dough, just trying to survive and get through it. I'm gonna
let me ask you this, bro. What would you tell a young Sinister right now? Like if old Sinister, not that you're real old or nothing, but if old Sinister was able to go back in time and catch you right before you went to that foster home, what would you tell young Sinister?
Right before it went to that foster home? Shit, do y'all know what the fuck I did to get in that bitch? God damn. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if any time is the right time, because when I got out...
No, I'm saying, what would you tell him about the future? What would you tell him about how he should be? What would you tell him?
I'd say, man, get ready for a ride, bro. Get ready. This shit gonna be wild. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say just embrace it. I mean, you know, because I don't regret it. I mean,
you're gonna say, hey, you ain't gonna say something like, hey, you're gonna get to this cross point and your gut is gonna tell you to go left. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to go right.
I mean, I would have just said maybe stay in college, but I don't think that was easy either, because they told me to leave college when I was in college because I was too broke. So it's like, either way, I say hustle right, motherfucker. That's it. Do like me. Continue that road, because for a person with my circumstances that people don't really know about, you know, and that's for me to know. You know, you can believe what you want, but I had a chance to go to college. They told me, damn, you too broke, bro. You going through too much shit. We don't want you. Them counselors told me that shit. It's like, you in too much shit. We don't want you in college. You know, they told me. Real talk. This dude This dude told me he was from Compton. I'm from Compton. Right, so he told me one day when we was in Cabrini Green, and I lived in Cabrini Green. I lived on the 714s, and we was on Orleans over there in my little spotty spot.
See, there's no way you can just spit that shit off without, you know what I'm saying? No, this is why I'm giving you props, bro. And maybe nobody gives you props on this shit. There's no way this man can spit that shit off rapid fire just like that without actually living it or knowing it.
He came outside. He came to school one day before his life.
I mean, we got the engineer in here. Not in here, but what do you think about what you hear? And this is the first time you heard this man speak.
I mean, I've talked to a lot of people in my life that have been full of shit. And generally speaking, you just kind of like your eyes glaze over.
Right.
You know, but like, I mean, you know, he's an interesting person. And the best part of the conversation is the intellect, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, aside from all the other shit, like I just don't see any falsity in what we got. Cause you ain't really saying no outlandish shit. Like most people that's putting on, like they be saying some just extra stupid shit that makes no sense. And
you ain't heard him. No, he's tame right now.
I mean, but I'm saying like the things he said about where he's from, what he's experienced. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
this dude at school tried to pull a knife on me. So next, you know, he came to school the next day. He had a lot of people waiting for him outside. Welcome to Chicago, bitch.
What's your favorite part about Chicago?
I mean, you know, I everything at the time was beautiful. Whatever I was going through, I used to chill. I used to be in the 714s and go and walk down the street with gunfire everywhere, get some pizza from Domino's and shit, and some watery ass chicken wings over there and shit.
Watery ass chicken
and Clark and shit.
You know, he been around too many niggas.
Some watery ass chicken wings. That's some shit right there.
That's some real nigga shit right there.
What do you think about them closing the Greens? Like, what's your perspective on that shit?
It is what it is, but at the same time, you know, they did a whole. It was kind of COINTEL shit. Because they did what they had. They did that to drive more people into the city that had money, and drive the people who had money out of the suburbs. And that's
called gentrification. It's called gentrification.
They want to make the city only for the rich, and then they want to try to make that suburbs
everybody
poor, because you can't get access to shit.
Right. Well, here's what it really is. What it really is
that's what they trying to do. They trying to drive all the people who ain't making 100,000 or whatever out the city.
Back in the day, it was live in the suburbs. Look at how beautiful it is, and all the white families and everything moved to the suburbs.
Ain't shit out there.
And then what happened was the population grew. And now it's 2 hours, 3 hours to get to work.
White flight. He's talking about white flight. I know about white flight. That was white flight.
So
that was in the early
1950s.
That was in the early 1950s and the 1960s. My stepfather was one of the first vice lords during 1952 during white flight when the Clover gangs used to play at the YMCA at 16th and Pulaski, 16th and Lawndale and all that, the boys club. Man, I'm serious. They used to play football and all that, and they had to get together to fight the white people because when they was walking home, they was getting attacked by the white people, so they had to fight back.
Bro, she just said he talking some real shit, and I said, this is why people like they don't understand this man. Like, if you from Chicago, if you really from Chicago, and you closed your motherfucking eyes and didn't even see him.
Come on, man. You just trying to tell y'all.
If you're Chicago, you ain't really give a fuck because I mean, you know, people in Chicago are. I mean, motherfuckers. Like I've experienced so many people like him.
Yeah,
like people like Arabs, all kind of shit. Like
it's a different breed.
It's a family of Arabs that I grew up with that. You close your eyes, you don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of different versions of that, and I think that's what makes Chicago so beautiful. It's like the gift and the curse. You know what I'm saying? Because
it also is one of the most diverse cities in the United States.
Segregated as fuck.
But segregated like a motherfucker.
And that's the beauty in it because you can experience so many different. Like it's like they preserve the culture.
As soon as you go under the viaduct.
But
you in a whole
if it wasn't like that, you couldn't go over here and get Lebanese food. You couldn't go over here and get some good ass Mexican food. You couldn't get Indian. You know what I'm saying? Because it would be all fucked up.
At the same time, that separates the city in such a bad way.
But we're ingrained. We grew up in that shit. We don't know nothing. I mean, so you know when you live.
I see it differently. Yeah. But also too, I live it how it is now. Yeah. I've been here over 16 years.
When you grew. So I grew up north off of Kenmore and Thorndale. So that particular neighborhood,
you know the beautiful story about how one time when I was about 10 years old, you know, I was like, fuck it, I'm bored. So we threw a big ass cinder block off the side of the highway overpass on Hamlin, and it actually went through somebody's windshield, but they didn't want it to get on the news, so they said it was falling concrete. So they tore the whole fucking overpass down.
That's fucked.
Wow.
That's some Chicago
shit. Too.
Hey, I got a felony for that shit. That shit was funny. They was trying to say attempted murder.
It kind of
threw a big ass block over the overpass.
Hey, so let me ask you a question. Have you been following the news right now with this new bail law that they have coming?
Oh, I don't know how to feel about that.
That's gonna be the purge for real. That's some shit.
Yeah.
I was trying to explain to somebody the other day. They don't understand the linguistics, because if you understand the linguistics of how the law was written, then you begin to understand the law itself. And that's why they're calling it the purge law. But what the linguistics of it is like, they see, when they write laws in language that we don't understand.
Right.
And it's always
called a contract. It's the
but bro, hear me out. It has back doors for those that understand the law. The ones with the money and the ones with the lawyers understand the law, and they understand where those back doors are, so they can get out of that jam when they need to get out of that jam. Right. Now, let's be clear. It is not a purge law. Right. But how in the fuck can you make a law like this where you take the bail, the discrepancy of the judge out of the equation?
Yeah.
Well, the reason
you can't dress like Megan Thee Stallion.
No, the reason behind this is because, well, people of color have been unfortunately and disproportionately given fucked up bails that they cannot fucking make.
And that was the original reason behind. Yeah, that's the premise, right?
The premise of it is, okay, so if we can't make bails even across the board,
we'll
just erase the bails, give them a ticket.
You still got to go to court.
You still got to go to court. You know, it might take you 24 hours, 2 days, maybe 3 days, and you'll be out. They're not going to hold you. And also the bailing system here was corrupt and fucked up too.
Yeah.
So let's eliminate that because it's impoverishing, you know, but the back end of that is what they know what they're doing.
But
back end of that is what they know what they're doing.
But you were hitting on a point that I want you to stick with.
Go ahead.
Would you agree that really all they did was you don't have to pay right now, but your ass still got to face the music?
Yeah. For sure, 100%.
So you probably still gonna go to jail.
Let's talk in some real intellectual shit real quick. How many motherfuckers even watch the news or even understand that shit?
I mean,
okay,
yeah, no.
Disproportionately in the hood, they ain't even paying attention.
No,
all they hear is the purge part.
It's some ignorant ass conversations that's going around talking about some bullshit.
It's a purge part, meaning, oh, okay, so if I reach across this table right now and start whooping shit out of you, well,
stab you up. Kick your door in,
do whatever.
Shoot a motherfucker, all type of shit.
Couple days, I'm out, I'm back home.
Yeah.
With a ticket, but I still got to go to court. I got to face the music at some point, but motherfuckers ain't hearing that part. They're just hearing the get out of jail free pass.
And I've literally heard people say, if I go out and commit a home invasion, violent home invasion, ain't nobody gonna do shit. If I sexual assault, and it's like that's not what they said.
No, but that is kind of what the law is, depending upon the severity of the crime.
Right.
So if it's a domestic violence, I'm whooping your ass. They come in, you bleeding shit.
Like,
it's probably gonna be a ticket.
I'm gonna have sex with my girl with a curling iron.
I'm just saying.
I don't even know what. See, I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I'm just saying.
It sounds like she's gonna be beating my ass.
No, I'm laughing at Sinister BEATZ. He say he gonna have sex with his girl with a curling iron.
Hey, no, you fucking around while I'm purling, man.
You know what?
I'm finna hurt with you.
The idea of the law. Hold on, Sam. The idea of the law is, you know, to put the bail out of the hands of the judge's discretion, meaning
your perspective is not going to affect my shit.
If you're black and you go in there with domestic violence and you have $100,000 bail and the person that comes in with the exact same shit, I mean to a T, he slapped me, and they get a fucking bond and they're out.
Yeah,
that's the judge's discretion. So that means the judge is probably looking at the shit in a way that shouldn't be looked at. So they're taking away the discretion of the judge.
So it's like when I had sex, I grabbed her neck and I was wilding, and I didn't get arrested for domestic violence.
Okay, Jesus.
Hey, wait.
So, no, but I'm trying to make a point. Let me make this point real quick.
Yes, I got blessed because she was silent.
So what that sounds like to the non-listener, to the non-motherfucker that's understanding the law, sounds like a purge.
Yeah.
And what that does, it puts Illinois in a very fucking weird thing, a conundrum, so to speak.
Yep.
Because you're gonna have, they're saying that because I watched lawyers on both sides like debate, and what they're saying is like one saying this is gonna make crime go crazy, and the other one saying no, with this law, crime's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Which is the left and the right.
Yeah, I think again that's perspective.
Right.
And then another piece of that, which I would like for you to touch on as well, is people are under the impression that those who have already been locked up
are getting out. No, nigga, you ain't getting out.
And it's like,
nigga, you ain't getting out.
I just
sit down somewhere, man. Make a soup.
Hey,
sit down, make a soup. You know what I'm saying? Play some motherfucking spades, play some motherfucking pinochle,
and just be cool
and chill. You ain't getting out.
And while we're talking about this shit, listeners,
with your brother
please
now.
do not go out in the beginning of the next year and do no stupid shit thinking ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Please don't do no home invasions and all that goof ass shit and think that you're not gonna suffer the consequences.
First of all, let's be very clear. Unwrapped is not condoned.
No fuck shit.
First of all, let me say this one more time. Because my bro over here, he ain't gonna let me talk unless I over talk him. So I want to say this right now. Unwrapped does not condone any purges.
No,
nigga, if you do the shit, have to understand and believe that you're gonna have to protect your neck later. Because they're coming to get you, just like these goddamn checks that everybody done fucking got. Not me.
Oh, you seen the new commercials?
Stop it.
Hey, I seen
they're giving a minimum of 6 motherfucking years.
They changed the name of the shit now. So it's a commercial that comes out, and one line of the commercial literally says PPP, but they don't say it no more after that.
Right.
And I'm just thinking, the first thing I thought was, how many of you dumbass motherfuckers who got the last one about to get
you
this?
You got a payment protection investment and getting in jail. You're gonna get it from the ass, and ain't bitches never fail.
Literally.
Niggas, and you ain't snitch and tell. You better watch all that shit.
Wants their money back.
Yeah. And on the new commercial, they literally have companies.
Let me tell you something. I was 2 seconds away.
Sometimes I think about going back home and doing
I got
Chicago to
everything.
Hey,
I think about going back home
I know.
and doing dirt.
Look at that.
Come on, hey.
Chicago to Hey. So it's legal to serve. Think it's time to do the work. Think it's time to do the work.
I trust people.
That's what it's all about.
You know what I'm thinking? With this man, we get in a situation all of a sudden, he's like, no, bro.
His name, I'll be like, damn.
I know the niggas I fuck with. If we hit it, we hit it. That's why I be telling them. If we be careful.
Sinister, I got a question for you.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm ready to motherfuckers too. Because I don't really fuck with niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? But if I do, if I'm out with the mirror, he might be sick that night. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We don't know much about things.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I would say he is. Because if you go, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
He might be spicy.
Yeah. The shit.
I got
Yeah. You done sparked a whole nother conversation playing that beat.
Another conversation. Oh my God.
Sinister, still.
Nigga get spicy. Shit,
Do
we
you
all gotta put the jalapenos on it then.
Hey, you gotta watch it, bro. That shit is crazy. You better watch it, bro.
Would you rather work with? Hey, would you rather work with Chicago artists or Atlanta artists?
I work with artists that don't matter. I just work with artists that are real. Like, I just don't fuck with people that are lying. I don't got time for that shit. And I don't fuck with people that are just on some bullshit. Like, I like people that are telling a story, like, for real. Like these other rappers out.
Stop.
I just
Was
like,
that you,
I just like fucking with people that got a story to tell. It's like, I got a story to tell. Like, that's real. Like, I don't know where this shit came from, but, you know, I don't fuck around, move with a purse. So I'm put that in a verse. You know, I don't move with a purse. Like, what's all that? People are, I got a new Gucci. No, you got a purse, bro. Gucci messing. Nah, bro. You got a whole purse, bro. What's your name? Sit down, Sally. You go to prison. They got that bar in the corner somewhere in the side of the yard, and they say, "Bitch, sit down, Sally." You better go to work. You should sit down, Sally. That's you. That's them with that purse, that Gucci purse. I got a nice little messenger bag. No, you don't. You got ragged down in prison, boy. You got problems. Like, look.
Okay, I'm waiting for you to ask him something. I
want to know, is there anybody you aspire to work with? Like, just somebody you got on your radar?
You know, I work with anybody. Like, I love Kendrick. Of course, I work with Kendrick. Like, I work with Kendrick. I work with a lot of people. I mean, I engineer too. I work with Kendrick. Hell yeah, on the engineering all day. There's a lot of people I work with. You know, Kendrick is one. I mean, pretty much, I've actually listened to Fabio Four, and I kind of wouldn't mind fucking with Fabio. I listened to his shit. I was like, damn, he doing some shit. I was like, okay, but you know, he got a different sound. You just gotta, it's not for everybody. But I will fuck with Fabio just to see what I can get off of that. You know, just to see. And then, like, you know, I'm open-minded. I would fuck with Fabio. I fuck with Kanye. I got shit about, I ain't got shit like
you fuck with Heat Tucker?
Yeah, of course I fuck with you, bro. You heard that hip hop shit I was working on. You know, you got hip hop shows working on.
These other rappers, I don't move with a verse.
See, that's how I do that shit. I'll kill that shit. I'll put a little delay on it, verse done. You know, I like a little space in my shit. Like, you people gotta learn how to do this shit right. Some people don't, you know, but that's okay.
What's your favorite era in hip hop?
I like now the production now is amazing. The rappers suck, but the 90s was great. The 90s was amazing. The production was amazing. The rappers were telling stories. 2000 was decent, the early 2000s, but mainly the 90s. Like now, even the 80s was decent if you listen to certain parts of the 80s. But it's like now the production is solid, but you got very few rappers saying shit. Like I like Kendrick. I like hearing Kendrick because he be going crazy. Kendrick would just be losing his whole mind, and I love that shit. He just that dude loses his whole mind, and then it's like Kendrick is one of them. Meek Mill be doing this thing. Sometimes I be hearing this shit.
The Game's new album is fucking mind blowing.
I heard that too.
Oh, who you said?
I said the Game. They said the Game new album. I haven't heard it yet. I saw a clip. I saw a clip of one of his verses, but I was like, "Oh shit!"
I haven't heard shit.
I heard a lot of Game shit, and I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of Game shit. Growing up, like hearing a lot of his older shit, I'm like, this bro's a fan. He sure as hell rap by everybody else a lot. I was hoping he would rap by himself. He rap more by everybody else. I did this shit because I heard Eazy-E. I bet you went out on the street.
These other rappers, I don't move with a verse.
Okay. Hey.
Reel him in while I go.
I got
with the British accent.
Can you reel him in? Let me see if you could reel him in.
I just like for me. I don't know. Listen, bro. You know, I love when you speak because you say some amazing shit. But you gotta give motherfuckers a moment, like, because we're over here. I don't be understanding.
No, but listen. See, once again, we're formulating questions that are, you know, will be provocative or be insightful or whatever. But by the time you get done talking shit, now we moved into something else, and then we can't even fucking understand. Like, okay, what? Wait. So I'm gonna go use the baño.
Hey, don't hurt yourself now. He's finished.
Why would I hurt myself using the restroom? Why would I hurt myself using the restroom?
Go to the potty. We'll be fine.
Some people lose themselves.
Man doesn't ever say potty.
You've heard Eminem before, right? You better lose yourself.
Engineer, help her out. Engineer, you still there?
You better never let it go.
Engineer, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Man.
No. Hold on, bro.
Man, go use the bathroom, bro.
Oh, you still there? Okay. Just checking. You might need to intervene with these.
I need to intervene. Goddamn.
There we go.
DJ show, man.
Sinister Beats. Let's talk about the Chronic. Not the album.
The Chronic. Are you talking about the Chronic was crazy? That was
not the album. I'm talking about the actual weed.
Well, Chronic. I get
because I see you been you definitely been rolling over there. What's your favorite strain?
Well, this shit I got now is purple. That's definitely one of my favorites. I like purple. I like White Widow. I like G13 and all that shit. I gotta slow down, so I got some more for tomorrow. But like I said, this is purple shit. You know, I got that G13. I like different types of gas. Shit, purple, G13, White Widow. I don't really care about it. I don't pay attention too much to the strains. I be getting runs, fucking all kinds of shit, lemon cake, lemon pound cake, all kinds of gas. A lot of times I don't even pay attention to flavors. But a lot of the shit I get be tasting like Fruity Pebbles and shit when you smoke it. So
if it look good and it smell good, you're going? Basically?
Well, I mean, I only get it from certain people because I ain't fucking with none of that sprayed on shit, and I can tell. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I can tell. But I mainly fuck with like indica, you know, because I like indica better because it's puffy. Yeah. It just keeps you up, more energetic. Sativa puts you to sleep. That's why
sativa strains give me bad anxiety.
Like hybrid is decent. I fuck with a lot of decent hybrid. I fuck with some bubblegum, some sherbet recently, all kinds of shit. Hybrids, you know, and they were decent. You know, I went to some shit.
Do you feel like it helped you dial in better?
Well, for me, it's different. I got a traumatic brain injury, so you know, I got real pain, you know, that I deal with on the daily. I just don't I deal with it differently. You know what I'm saying? I got real pain, so I smoke, and that's better for me. I don't fuck with pills. I don't like pills. So
okay, I'm lost for a second. I just want to say, how in the fuck did you reel him in like this?
Hey, I smoke. I don't do pills. I smoke.
That's it. You go far.
I tell everybody. Look, one time I fucked my arm up real bad. I had that shit broken real bad. I had a cast on that shit. They tried to give me a goddamn prescription for Valium and Norco because they thought they'd get me addicted to that bullshit. I said, let me try this shit one time because I'm already skeptical about pills because in the group home they treated us like guinea pigs and got us on pills because they want us to be zombies. They didn't want to deal with it. Because I was violent. They just didn't want to do it.
They do that in prison. They do that in jail.
So they killed me on the life. So the whole fucking thing is that, like, I was like, let me see if this shit really worked. So I was like, I'm going to give this shit a chance. So I gave this shit a chance. And I was like, this shit don't do shit. I took one Norco. And I waited 8 hours and I was still in pain. I'm like, this ain't this shit because I could take 2. Think I'm fucking crazy? Fuck you mean? So I took 1 because I don't like pills. So I took 1 that shouldn't do shit. So I waited 8 hours. I took a Valium. So that shit didn't do shit neither. And they said take 1. So I was like, all right, take 1. That was it. Didn't do shit. So I was like, fuck this shit. I rolled a blunt, smoked a blunt, rolled a blunt, 1 arm. Smoked a blunt. That shit was gone. I'm like, fuck that. I sold all my fucking Valiums and Norcos, $20 a pill.
Damn.
I made my
since you had a medicinal need for the shit for real, you ever fuck with any of the CBD shit they got out there?
Well, I fuck with CBD. I mean, but like I said, it do its thing. But I don't really fuck with it make me sleepy more than anything. I'd rather smoke some shit, some gas. But I mean, I fuck with CBD. I don't have a problem with it. I got a friend who has a great CBD company, and I would say go to that, check it out. It's called Budlands. It's in Philadelphia. He got his own thing in Philadelphia. In fact, it's called Budlands. And you know, it's a raw ass shit. He got a lot of CBD and all that, but you know, I don't have a problem with CBD. You know, to each his own. But CBD is decent. You know, but at the same time, you gotta be careful where you get it because sometimes that shit can make you sick. And it's like, bro, so it's like, yeah, because sometimes that shit is nasty. But I'll say I've done CBD. I've tried that. My guy, I'm trying to get his company up right now. He got a raw ass company. I'm gonna give y'all the address. This dude raw as hell. He got a whole store, everything that sell nothing but CBD. 169 West Girard Avenue in Philadelphia. Y'all heard that? It's called Budlands.
There it is. All right. So with all that CBD being said,
a lot of shit.
All right. So with all that being said, like, what's the plan right now for Sinister Beats? Like, what is?
I got a lot of.
No,
but I got to
say. Hold on, bro. I got to formulate the question in order for you to answer it.
Go ahead.
What is the plan? Like, I kind of know where you at with it. But just for those who don't know, like, what is the plan? Okay, so we already know you already went through a whole lot of shit about your life and about things and about that. But what is the plan right now? Like, if you could give somebody an outline of what you're going to be doing? So let me finish. Maybe they've never heard you before. Maybe this is the first time they're hearing you. Maybe this is the first time they're hearing your voice. And now they're Googling you. They're doing whatever. What is the plan for Sinister Beats at this point in his life right now? Because you've already been through the ups, the downs, the lows, the side of the curb, the highs of a million, all of that shit. What is the plan right now, though? What is the plan for Sinister? If you could tell someone right now, like, this is what my plan is, follow me and you'll see what I'm talking about.
So my plan at this moment is, like I said, I'm going to start doing my music again, but I also do a lot of graphics design. I design amazing websites. So if anybody wants to check out my website, SINISTERBEATZ.com, I design amazing full-featured websites featuring, you know, chatty plugins, my sticky menus, a lot of beautiful things. I'm starting to work with good plugins, good people.
We might have to talk about that. We might have to talk a little bit.
So I'm doing full feature logos. I do animation. I do videos. I do websites. I do menus. I do all that shit. That's the one thing I do right now is a lot of design, a lot of graphics design, primarily. But I also do the beats. I do the engineering. I got the recording service.
I got a question for you.
My voiceovers. I
right now. Crazy question just hit me right now.
Yeah.
And I need your honest opinion.
Yeah.
From a producer's standpoint.
If I swear to God.
What?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me see.
Motherfucking go ahead. I know. I know what you're about to ask. I can tell by
how the fuck do you know?
I can tell by your fucking face. Ask him.
First of all, let's be very clear. She doesn't know shit. She's not in my mind.
I swear to God, I know you.
But no, this is a question to him. It ain't got shit to do with you.
Go ahead.
Beats by the pound.
Look.
Beats by the pound. No, bro. Answer my question honestly.
Unfair as fuck.
Beats by the pound or dog pound?
Who the fuck's gonna not get
and I'm gonna say dog pound, bro. Look at that.
Thank you.
Look at that. Look at that. Hey, bro,
look.
You see it?
But is it Beats by the pound or dog pound?
He said dog pound. Shut your ass up.
No, I just want to hear.
That's dope though.
Yeah, see.
Like I said, we might have to talk, you know what I'm saying, a little after this.
And that shit works. Hey, look.
Another question real quick about your quick answer, because that didn't even take any thought. Bro, chill.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Let me ask you.
Pop up. Look at that.
Yeah, I saw it. Really. How do you feel? Please answer my question.
I got you.
How do you feel about Beats by the Pound? Do you think they were influential in rap music?
I mean, I feel like they had their spot, but I mean, Dog Pound did a lot of like.
We're not even talking about Dog Pound. Let's just talk about them motherfuckers.
He answered the motherfucking question.
I didn't bring up Dog Pound.
Yes, you did. You asked him which one was better.
Right, but not this.
And they established a certain sound that was imitated in the industry, and it was duplicated in the industry vastly, and it became a centerpiece in a lot of pieces of the industry. The Dog Pound. You know, they established a funk sound and brought it.
I wanted to see how you look on the other side of this mic.
Dog Pound.
Oh, yeah, Dog Pound.
They established a real heavy funk influence, and they gave Cali a sound.
He's explaining to you how that question that you asked him
shit. I know what them niggas did.
You did that shit on purpose.
Now, what is Beat by the Pound done?
Well, I mean, honestly, I'll tell my head, I can't even remember what Beats by the Pound done.
It don't matter. It don't matter. They still cash them checks though.
For who?
For themselves.
They got paid salary.
You don't have to agree with my perspective on them at all.
She thinks they're the greatest.
Hey,
she thinks
there has never been a more false statement made.
With No Limit, okay, they did their thing on No Limit.
All I said was the motherfuckers was influential.
Two or three joints.
They were influential.
Let me explain something. Let me break something down for you. Can I break something down for you?
Sure.
Beats by the Pound supported. Beats by the Pound is like the Yes Man with a keyboard. They surrounded. They supported a lot of bullshit.
I'm still right in what I said.
And a lot of garbage.
Yes.
And they made it work.
Yes.
But Dog Pound supported.
I never said it was quality.
They did amazing.
You see what this shit
established
you shut your ass up.
with amazing music.
I want to purge on her real quick.
amazing lyrics, amazing music, amazing production, and amazing sound. That was Dog Pound. Beats by the Pound was a bunch of yes men with a bouncy keyboard and some garbage.
I never said they was good. I never said they was good.
Say that one more again.
Can we go back to that episode? And
I'm gonna tell you right now. She said the greatest producers,
a bunch of garbage.
The engineer,
the greatest producers,
amazing production.
Was Beats by the Pound.
That was
her
not
top 5.
That was not what I said.
The motherfuckers was in her top 5. And if I'm fucking feeling it correctly, it was like number 1 or 2.
I laughed at No Limit. Are you kidding me, bro?
It was not. That was what I said.
More like
I didn't give a fuck about
and
No
Limit. That's definitely the caveat.
You're a fucking engineer. You don't know what the fuck she was talking about. I don't even think he was on the show at that point.
But that shit was garbage ass engineering. If you listen to fucking that shit, if you listen to for real, that shit was garbage. The engineering was trash.
I never said nothing about quality. That's not what I said.
Oh,
so if you're listen,
no,
shut the fuck up.
You listen
and listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you're going to keep bringing this shit up, don't take it out of context.
Well, engineering is important. Dog Pound had the best engineering. Are you kidding me?
Well, I just threw Dog Pound out there just because.
And
they had the best engineering.
I could have put anybody out there. They still be better.
The question was stupid as fuck what you asked. Because and then you tried and then you're trying to set you're trying to make it seem like I said these niggas was just out here in these streets
they
just
doing it
just fucking like just cutting off heads and shit.
Here's the thing, and I said
like you act like I said them niggas was better than Dre or some shit. You know
I said top 5. Dre was like number 5, and
them motherfuckers like a bootleg Dre. Like a bootleg.
They were up there, bro. They were up there. Now, how the fuck?
First of all, I don't want to hear another guy go.
What is their new name? Which is goofy shit.
Oh, I forgot. They changed their name. I forgot
their name to like Beats by the Kilo.
Hey, I don't Sinister Beats. I do not disagree with what you just said, like at all.
I do not want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear another guy go, no. What the fuck?
Yeah. Hey, that shit made it rich to the motherfucker though. That's for sure.
No. What is wrong with you, bro?
That's what I said.
What is wrong with you?
Fuck out. One joint.
That was the whole point of why I brought them up.
What's the rest of the resume?
I mean, they got money. Don't get it twisted.
No, they got money because other motherfuckers came in there and they were just.
It doesn't matter. They got money.
No, you don't understand how the structure works.
Master P put out 23 albums in 1 year.
Can't nobody say shit. I don't give a fuck.
That motherfucker had his own record store. That motherfucker could put his dick on the shelf and sell it.
Shit, it brought in green money. Goddammit.
He had his own record store. Anybody could do that shit. They had their own record store.
Okay.
I can say I sold the album.
I got to go in there. Miguel said he snapped a bunch of yes men with keyboards. We are not.
Hell yeah, shit.
Hey, y'all know that. That's sarcastic.
It's a movement of the motherfuckers now.
Sarcastic.
Hey, they'll suck your dick if you let them.
Hey.
Just better be careful, bro. You better be careful what they do in the shadows. They say, cracks playing gay porn during a production session. You wonder how the fuck that was even possible. You so gangster, right? That was not even. I'm just turning off the video before I even heard the first. Oh no, I'm good. London on the nod. I don't like your music anymore. I'm good. I don't support bouncing the ass music. Trying to get a man to bounce his ass in the club. I'm sorry. You take your fucking saggy ass pants somewhere else. I'm gonna go to a grown ass club where they wear suits. Just so I don't have to see you sagging your shit. Trying to act like we in prison and shit. I'm good, man. I don't got time for that shit. That shit.
We got sarcastic. And do you know who sarcastic is in here in Chicago?
People walking around in Chicago, everywhere. With
you know who sarcastic is?
Who you trying to impress, bro? Because I don't like that shit.
Listen. Do you know who sarcastic is? I
know sarcastic. What's up, sarcastic?
Because
I told him about sarcastic. We wrapped them in plastic. We told them they bastards, and we had to do something drastic. Hit them with a bad shit like pinatas on a quince. Tell them it's their mama's birthday when we bring their body to the site. Well, we had to leave it shock treatment for these people had to talk shit to Jesus. Thank you, but religion is not my thing. You understand me? Playing these fucking games like this whole thing wasn't plan B. Talk about this bitch got fucked and got a plan B. Trying to talk shit but couldn't even fucking understand me. I don't play no games. I leave you dead in front of your family. You talking about me, but my shit never be jamming. Huh? I pop it and I hurt them when I spray them, when I tell them how I play in the playground, when I leave them laying, when I tell them the bitches I ain't never came to play. And if they hanging off the balls with their head after I flay them, after I Bobby flame spray them, after I chop them and leave them dead. They play them stupid games, they ain't breathing. It's the shit that they're coming through from the words that's in my head. I leave a foundation where you can't even breathe and understand what I just said. Had to rewind it a couple times, give me some plays and kick my rhymes just to see what I be spitting right between the lines and come and tell shit they saying that they put it on the paper. As you read and misunderstand propaganda, then you Satanist. Then you understand you praying to the wrong man who's Jesus. Caesar Borgia playing these games of theories. It's a thesis to get you to be puppetry, the puppet of the game. To be going to fucking Jesus, get fucked up in the game. You get fucked up because you lame. You ain't fucked up. You ain't the same. You the stupid motherfucker who got fucked up in the game. I'm the motherfucker who came through with the truth and had to change. I'm the one who's in the booth who had to hit you with the flame. Had to hit you with the thing, had to give you the fucking truth. And if your mama want to see it, get on the knees and give me proof. Like, bitch, I just get down a little different. They don't understand me. I hit them rounds because I'm gifted. Talk about the government, how they playing with your mind, playing social media distractions. These games will leave you blind. Playing video games with you fucking your bitch all the time. Neglect your own fucking kids. Read between the lines. Think about the NBA and how distracted so fucking much that when you get caught up in the hood, your stupid ass is getting touched. You ain't understanding shit in KOS. You getting crushed in a body bag to leave your stupid asses getting stuffed. Best believe that dumbass shit. You hear the ringer, you get cuffed. Hear the police fucking come and you think you had enough. But you don't really understand where I came from. Because this rough. Certain people fucking die because they don't pay attention to the stuff that be around them. He is here alert and stay alive. If you understand where I'm from, you be oppressed to survive. Just be holding that whole pressure inside, telling me don't lie. Motherfuckers come to you, they're gonna hit you that 4-5. Some people, they be snitching playing games like it's a game. Playing Call of Duty, getting shot by a motherfucking lame. Stupid ass motherfucker trying to make a little change, trying to show he's got that clout and he can really do that thing. Understand it's more about what you spit and how you bang. If you don't know what you've been saying, then you a motherfucker playing. It's that easy. Look.
Well, hey, goddamn. As a motherfucker, as an aficionado of rap music, I gotta say, you had a couple moments where it was a little slight slip up, but shit, you were spitting that real.
I go nonstop. I spit like a prophet from the top.
Okay, wait, that was not a cue to go. That was not a cue.
I'm saying that's what he want to do. Let him do it.
You be caught up in the hood, fucked up, and get that action. People be popping pills,
2 minutes
and when they start
left.
clapping, they leave your body on a fucking t-shirt. Then what happened? He happened to do them fucking drugs, and then they started snapping. They caught you in that shit snoozing, then you got the action. And they had to talk about it when they started clapping. What the hell just happened? My son went missing. He just talking shit on pills and dead, and then he tripping. I don't understand what the hell he got caught slipping. Stop doing the fucking pills going outside when they dipping. They ain't playing games. I be sober. I'm indifferent. I just smoke this shit because all I got is the fucking gifting. To spit this fucking spliff, leave your body in the flames. When the hell I'm fucking different, I be coming with that thing. I be telling people the truth, and they don't really want to listen because I ain't your motherfucking mom. I'll treat you like some bitches.
Okay, Jesus. Okay. Are we good? Are we good?
It's like that. It's like that.
No. Seriously, because you really, like, if there was anybody who would say that you didn't have bars or that you didn't really live the shit, or first of all, you explained all of that to us. Wait a minute, let me finish. See how you got to do him? As soon as he goes, you got to be like, no, man.
You about to lose his attention.
Yeah. So, with all that shit, you spitting bars right now on the show. Even Sarcastic says, get him. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody know I'm legendary the way I spit. Scary come Halloween when your body from the spleen.
Okay, that was not an invite. That was not an invite.
Fucking bag from the way that you got hit with the
that was not an invite. That was not an invite for another fucking 30 bars. No. This is me saying, and giving you your props.
I appreciate
that everything that you're doing and everything that you're talking about, it comes from a place. It comes from a very 100 place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It comes from a place that maybe by looking at you, they may not understand. You know what I'm saying? By looking at you, they may not see who you are. By looking at you, they may not see your internal being. You know what I'm saying? Of who you are in the inside. Fuck the outside. You know what I'm saying? They got niggas that call themselves teddy bears. You know what I'm saying? Big niggas. They do gay shit. No, I ain't talking about you, but they do gay shit. They call themselves teddy bears. But in the real world,
we don't do that shit over here, motherfucker.
We don't do that shit over here. And in the real world, these motherfuckers act tough. I don't know where I was going. I know where I was going. Here's the thing. I'm trying to give an outro. I'm trying to give an outro.
Stop fucking drifting.
But I need everybody to hey, listen.
How do we get in contact?
Here in the fuck.
Oh yeah. How do you mentioned your website for web design?
Who are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at there. We talking to fucking Sinister Beats.
Oh,
he's looking right at me. You tell people how to get connected with you. Aside from your website.
You go to SINISTERBEATZ.com. That's simple.
You're not on Instagram, none of that shit?
Of course he is.
You go on my Instagram, but they stole my original one, so I'm on the Michael Cora now. That's my real.
Damn, everybody got their shit stolen. It's fucked up.
K-L-I-R-N Cora, but it's Michael Cora. You know, KHORA. You know, you could look that up too. That'll fuck your head up. The bloodline is superior and different.
Okay.
We don't get like that. Nah, none of that white shit.
No. How else can they get a hold of you? You know, and all bullshit aside, because I was gonna bring it all together.
Canaanite. I'm Canaanite Lebanese, Muslim, born that way. I was born Canaanite Lebanese. I'm not white. I'm fucking not even European. I'm fucking Muslim shit by birth. I'm actually Lebanese Canaanite. I'm Arabic.
When he says that shit.
That's my nationality. That's what I go by. I don't believe in race. That's bullshit.
There you go.
I don't burn in the sun. None of that shit. I never need cops on them.
That's like Malcolm X when he left the nation and he went to the wall of Mecca and he saw brothers of all colors doing the same things, washing their hands upon the same fucking fountains and everything. That changed his whole thought process of, you know, I'm not gonna say that because I ain't trying to go against the Nation of Islam or anything, but they're not recognized within the Muslim community, the Muslim nation, the whole shit. Not talking about the extremists because you know that's just dumb people in the United States. But the Muslim belief is you know what I'm saying? God loves everybody. It doesn't matter but your skin color and everything else. And so this is where we at right now. You know, and this is kind of crazy because here we are with this man right here who has been taken out of his body a little bit. And I'm only speaking on like the conversation. Like how is this white boy gonna talk like that? And he telling him he ain't white. He telling him he's a man of color. He comes from Africa, comes from the Middle East. You know what I'm saying?
You can look it up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I'm with you right here, but I'm trying to give some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we're not all
question him.
I don't burn in the sun.
You know what I'm saying? I question him.
Mm-hmm.
And when did he go wrong?
I didn't hear it not once.
When did he say something that
in my opinion,
like? Because I question that shit too. When did somebody think you're just a guy who just memorized a bunch of fucking propaganda or a bunch of shit?
Everybody
wait, bro. No, bro. I need you to chill because this is giving you your fucking flowers right now.
Appreciate you, bro.
Because out of all of that, he let me and her talk real quick because we blessing you right now. He's still standing on his laurels. He's still standing on his shit. Is that weird for someone who may stand in front of you and is in your eyes, not your eyes, but that may be white, that says, "Hey, nigga, shit, you can't tell me nothing." How does that? I mean, like, how does that affect? How does that do? And he said he do that shit everywhere. So, like, I mean, like, I'm trying to pick your mind a little bit. Like, you've been listening to it, like.
Yeah.
I mean, you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? I would imagine wherever he is, he's the same person. I think that's what it is. I mean,
I'm not talking about him being the same person anywhere. I'm talking about like just like a random motherfucker. Like he even said.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's not a random motherfucker. So are you saying you're trying to compare him to someone else that might be white? I don't understand where you're going.
No. He said he's not a random. What I said by random person, like he walks up to motherfuckers and be like, "Hey, nigga, check your shoes, check your shit." You know what I mean? Like he just what out of his words, he randomly does that shit. And if somebody says something, he just do him. Like what part of this do you believe? And what part of it you feel like, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, bro. But I'm, just to give a fucking shit, like, okay,
some people
he's got the accent down, he's got everything down, he's saying shit. I'm not just putting it on you because I put it back on me, or I'll put it back on myself. What are your, like, from initial thoughts to where your thoughts are now after hearing them? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
because there's a lot to it.
I try not to judge. I hate to sound cliche, but I try not to judge a book by its cover because,
right,
as I stated before, I'm from Chicago and people come in different packages. So, right, once you've been there 800 times, you don't really necessarily do that shit. So, right, and I don't necessarily really give a fuck about somebody who, I don't know. I don't do that. So, like, if I'm having a conversation with you, I'm judging you by that conversation that we're having right then.
Right.
So I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to him. I know,
but you still got to fucking. All right. Continue.
God damn it. So, I mean, I'm judging the conversation. So we talked about different subjects. I mean, he never really. I just didn't feel like it was no fugazi shit involved. I mean,
all right.
We was talking to Sinister BEATZ.
I told you there's some fugazi shit with it.
I mean, I guess
will that change your mind?
No, because you're telling me it's some, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess
I'm not real.
No, but I'm saying, I guess if you said, "Oh, well, he ain't really from," for the sake of example, 15th and Maypole. I know he from goddamn it Broadway and whatever. So if you show me the proof, then I guess that would be a lie. I mean, right. You know what I'm saying? But until you show me that, I don't feel like anything that he said was not real.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Duly noted.
And I think that if a listener tuned in and saw, "Oh, who's this white dude?" And then he started talking and they was like, "Oh, what the fuck is this shit?" And then
is he a white dude? Or is he
after listening
he
to him?
Says he is.
Right. But after listening to him explaining, you know what I'm saying, who he is, where he's from.
Think about the countries that he says that he's from.
Yeah. But
those are countries that people of melanin have grown in.
I think if you came in the conversation judging him off of what he appeared to be, at the end of the conversation, you wouldn't feel that way anymore. Assuming that you
have enough
know what you're looking for anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Or enough wherewithal
exactly
to fucking see, understand, know, and take it all in.
Right, because it takes a Chicago nigga to recognize a Chicago nigga.
Well, it's not just that, because he's, clearly, you know what I'm saying, from the layman's term, from the layman's view, he may be a white dude.
Yeah, I guess.
He may be a satellite. You know what a satellite is?
Oh,
no. So if he ain't mad at it, don't you be mad at it.
No, I'm not mad at it.
He may be a satellite. You know what I'm saying?
What's a satellite?
Yeah, he know what the fuck that means. It means a motherfucker put in there to spy.
That's why I want you to explain this.
Yeah. I don't know. Me personally, I don't believe that shit. That nigga talk too much. He talked too crazy. He talked too.
But if he was, wouldn't he want to appear that way so he would convince you otherwise?
First of all, why would you say that?
I'm just saying the spook sat. What is it called? The spook who sat near the door.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, the fact that he even knows that.
I mean, hey, I didn't say. All I said was.
And if you understand what that means,
then you know. If you know, you know.
I know.
If you know, you know.
I know. There's a lot of spooks that sit outside the goddamn door.
And you should
know. Right now, to this day.
I'm a revolutionary for real. What are you
Let me
talking
just
about?
say this, because I'm getting upset. There's a lot of spooks that sit outside the goddamn door.
They don't know.
Yeah,
and it's true. It's true facts. If my man says he's been blackballed, and this is what people have said, they said what? He ain't never been blackballed. If he say he been blackballed and his music wasn't out there,
people just don't understand. They don't understand where I'm coming from because I'm not a mama's boy. I'm not a daddy's boy. I'm a man. I've been
all right. Here's one thing I want you to speak on.
Different breed. I don't back down. First of
all, give everybody all your contact information.
He did that already.
You did that already?
Yeah.
All right. So here's the thing. We're going to give you 2 or 3 minutes to talk about this mama boy in the house because I fucking love it. It's fucking crazy. After that, then, yeah.
Well, the whole mama boy thing is simple. Like, there's all these stupid mamas spoiled as hell because they know that they can go home and live with their mama and their mama stick up for them and feel sorry for them and shit. House them until they like 30, 40 years old, take care of their kids, raise them and shit. It's like, when you going to have some discretion? When you going to realize that you got to raise your child up to be a man? You got to raise your son or daughter up to be a man or a woman. And they got to learn to walk on their own, too, because when the lightning strike, are they going to run or they going to stand there and get zapped to death? We just got to ask that question. But if they ain't never hey, the doors. Hold on a second. I got to get this door. Give me a minute. See, but like I said, you don't know if they going to get hit by that lightning. That's life. Life is like lightning, bro. It hits you so quick. It strike you down. Life is like lightning, bro. And these
you got to get the door.
I think he got it already.
And they spook who said the door because they get in them situations and they pretend. But you see, here's the situation. You can know who they is because when you put the pressure on them, they fold. See, the real jits keep coming back. The real jits stay in the same spot. The real jits get the love where they at. It's outside. No matter where the fuck they go. If you sitting at the door, you're going to get chased away sooner or later because we don't like ghosts in our neighborhood. So you stand down, son. Real talk. We ride till the wheels fall off. I say that, comrade, all day. If people don't understand, you better have knowledge. You better know what we're saying. You better face east. You better know how to say what the laws is. You better know the math. You better be able to do some shit. Because if you can't say and do some shit, I don't believe you. It's the spook who sat at the door. They fall under pressure. Everybody gets vetted in a certain way. And if you ain't from it, you don't know what's up.
Yeah. Facts. So with that being said, listen.
Hey.
One more again. Because we gotta cut this shit off.
Right.
One more again. How can they find you?
Like I said, you go to SINISTERBEATZ.com. SINISTERBEATZ. And it's that simple. Because I got all my contact info right there. And I do websites for people, all that shit. So if you want your website to look raw as hell and amazing, that's what you do.
We may holler at you, brother.
You check it out. You holler at me. You can get on my Facebook. You can get on everything. You get on my Facebook. You can go on to facebook.com/SinisterBeatz, both with an S and a Z. So
all right. You heard the man. And I'm gonna do this like this because I feel like I never give you a chance to talk. So right now, Rumble this shit, girl, rumble. Like, tell everybody what your thoughts and your process is of this whole fucking shit. I'm going to say mine and we can call it one.
I mean, I don't know. I guess if you could take something from this, you know, you might learn, you know, not to judge a book by its cover, for real. I mean, that's some ignorant shit, number one, you know, but I mean, I thought the conversation that we had was great. You know, we talked about a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? And I like different perspectives. And I really feel like, you know, your presence of mind and you know what I'm saying, you just, I guess just your perspective on how shit works. It came from how you were brought up, you know what I'm saying? That you got a lot sprinkled in there, but it's very consistent, you know what I'm saying? Like, right, I think you true to yourself and what you believe in, and you know what I'm saying, you stand on that shit, and that's all that matter, for real. Right. Whether you white, brown, shit, whatever, that's what matters. Like, I like authentic people with accountability, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you have kids that, you know what I'm saying, you bringing them up under that same vein, and that's what the fuck we need in the world, for real.
Yeah.
Right. I don't regret the way I was brought up, because in my household growing up, I wasn't even really allowed to be at home. It was like, go home, come home until when it's time to go to sleep. Get the fuck out the crib. But while I was in the house, the one rule that was in the house was either, if you're gonna lie in our house, you ain't allowed in this house. Love, truth, freedom, and justice.
With that being said, listen.
They said we don't have liars.
I don't want to be the Jerry Springer of this motherfucker, but I feel like I gotta be.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means I gotta say a backstory. I gotta tell what everything that we just heard. Just for those who may not understand what the fuck they just heard. Okay? Listen, we know the internet is undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Internet is undefeated, nigga. So don't try to fight your wars on the internet. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna make sense. I'm gonna pull all the way back around. But I'm telling you, don't sell your dope on the internet, nigga. If it's weed, if it's whatever. Don't do whatever. Don't put your shit out there like that. We learned this shit from Sinister BEATZ. Sinister BEATZ said he didn't do that shit. He didn't fuck around. He didn't fucking play these fucking games, right?
No, fuck all that.
Yeah. So don't do that. Don't do the goofy. I will say this too. If you have a plan, make it an action, because this is also something that Sinister BEATZ said. When we asked him, when did you get into music? How did you do shit? He just fucking found a plan and did it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And because of what he did, he met multiple people. He was a millionaire. And if you think that he wasn't, well, that's your problem. You know what I'm saying? And if you think that this conversation that we've had with this man doesn't do anything, you're out of your mind. You're truly out of your mind. Because I'll tell you this. First of all, Unwrap, we don't just do nothing for nothing. Let's be very clear. We don't do nothing for nothing. You know, we don't just bring people on here just because, hey, it's awesome. That's bullshit. Nah, we bring motherfuckers on because we on our own rap shit. Right. The nigga said he went to foster homes, all kinds of shit. He laid it out on the line.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to hide.
No, we ain't talking. I'm talking right now, bro.
No,
and I'm giving you everything right now, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
You laid it out on the line. When I'm calling you out on shit, let me calm down. When I'm calling you out on shit, you're like, yeah, but this is what it was. And I said, but how motherfuckers encounter you? You know, you look like a white boy. You're like, shit. I just did what I was supposed to do. See, that's the thing. Doing what I'm supposed to do. Right? So let's break that down real quick before we hang all this shit up. Because it's bigger than what you think it is. If somebody says you can stay at my house, what would you do, bro? Would you just lay around and do nothing? Or would you wash them dishes, do shit, stay out the fucking way? You know what I'm saying? If a nigga say he love you and you say I love you too, would you say to him, chill, bro, because if you go, I go? That might be something. Wait, I'm not done.
Go ahead, my bad.
Because this is the outro. And this is what needs to be said. Because motherfuckers like you come from a hardcore place. And there's been too much pussy shit, been pussyfooting around on our children. We want our children to be better. We want them to be great. And we want to give them all of the greatest shit ever. But what we're losing is they don't even understand what it is to be disciplined, to be put in a place where it's uncomfortable without crying, to be have a goal and fucking do it. Don't talk to me. It's not my, because my money is not your money. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm rich, me and my wife is rich, and you're our kids, you are not rich, sir, ma'am. You are not rich. You're associated, but you ain't rich.
Exactly. That's gotta be your money.
Man, these motherfuckers need to understand. This is a whole different. See, man,
I've been stunned without my dad.
I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best not to get in my bag. I'm trying to wrap this shit up.
Wrap it up.
Because it's just so crazy. And I love the fact that you listen, bro. I love the fact that you say what you say.
There you go.
And you do it with zero fuck. I don't give a fuck type shit. You know what I mean? And that's the most amazing part. You know what I mean? When a person can believe within themselves that they don't give a fuck, truly don't give a fuck, because everybody say they don't give a fuck.
It really ain't none of his business what a motherfucker think about him.
No,
honestly.
but the truth is, can you really stand on if you really don't give a fuck? I stand on that shit. My man said he stand on it. I mean, like if I say something, I said it.
With that being said,
yeah. Thank you so much for being on the show.
No problem.
I don't know what you want to say. This, you know, I had there was things, you know what I'm saying. But my man is a solid ass motherfucker. Sinister BEATZ is a solid motherfucker.
I think it was a good interview.
Yeah, great.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah.
No, I mean, shit, Hov did that. So hopefully we not gonna do that.
I want everybody out there that sees this shit now or sees it later to subscribe, man. Subscribe to Unwrap. Number one, you got to subscribe to Unwrap because we really trying to bring some motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you need to subscribe to my shit. You ain't did it yet. Okay, let's be real. I can see.
Where you at?
Unwrap on YouTube, nigga. My shit should change by one number when you do it. /rap.
I got you. You already know.
And we'll bring you all the way back. You know what I'm saying? We'll bring you back. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you try to listen, this is what we do. We talk about artists and their struggles and their things. But what we're also about is like bringing them back again and say like, what's up? What's up?
Right. Hey,
like,
I don't mind
what's really good?
Right. I don't mind for nothing. I don't mind at all.
We don't fuck with you.
Yeah, we're gonna hold you to it.
Yeah.
So we'll keep in touch because
you know I'm happy.
Good.
The nigga was a little soft right now, but I'm amazed that he didn't go all the way fucking in.
No, man, he was cool. Shit, he talked this shit. It was a good interview.
You know what that means, though?
Yeah, we'll bring him back.
Part 2.
Why not?
Because the part 2, we got to let them go.
I let people feel how they
wrap this up because we're gonna go on a whole nother fucking tangent. It's gonna be a whole fucking thing.
So you know what it is?
Some rap.
On rap all day, baby. And we're gonna be back at it
like motherfucking crack at
rap, baby.
Listen, listen.
If you tell him to give, I swear, rap it.
I'm wrapping it up.
He gave his contact information 40 fucking times already.
No. See, you keep talking. I need you guys to like starting to like and subscribe because we need this. We need this honest conversations with motherfuckers and everything. We need this. Like and subscribe. Go to YouTube /rap and subscribe.
Because if you watch a 2-hour podcast and you don't subscribe, you're an asshole. I've said this before.
But they be watching minutes. They like minutes.
Hey, hold on. Do this shit.
Listen. We out of here. Hey, bro. Thank you so much.
To you right now, bam, son.
Yeah, my man. See,
another one down.
See how it is. Everybody get down with rap on YouTube because we about to stop fucking streaming on this extra shit. And if you want to see us, you're gonna have to fucking see us on YouTube. And I'm telling you, what you don't know is motherfucking slow niggas.
Hit the button.
Like for real. But anyways, my bro, love, man. Thank you so much.
Peace out.
For being on the cast. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the number's gonna do. We don't give a fuck about numbers. We give a fuck about who really listening.
Oh my God.
No, don't act real shit.
Oh shit.
Not really. But it's real shit though. We really want motherfuckers to like sit down and listen to the whole shit. You know what I mean? Am I wrong for that?
No.
All right. We out. And that's another day. Going bad, going good, going shit. Let's go. We out.
What the fuck?